Hello everyone and welcome back here to a brand new season here with South Shields. We are kicking off this season away at Norwich City. We're looking to build off of our last season where we got knocked out in the playoffs against Aston Villa. This year we're looking to get promoted up to the Premier League. But before we do get into that, let's go ahead and take a look and see players that have joined the club and the players that have left the club. So starting off with the players that are joining us, we have David Fletcher, who joins us on a free transfer, who we signed once his contract expired with them. He is a central midfielder, 20 years old, Scottish, looks to be a fantastic young player, and he will be starting off as our starting midfielder in that box-to-box midfielder role. He has good attributes for that. So as mentioned, he joins us from Hearts. He made 2 appearances for them, and he also got sent out on loan for 1 season, so he got some good game time there. And then next up, we have Steve Lambert, who joins us on a free transfer as well after his contract expired with Arsenal. He is a 22-year-old goalkeeper, and he is our starting goalkeeper this upcoming season. Looks to be a fantastic young player, and I look forward to see how he does for us this year. So he made no appearances for Arsenal, not much of a surprise there. But he got sent out multiple times out on loan in League 1 and League 2. So he already has some good experience there. Already 159 appearances in his young career. Next up, another free transfer. Joined us from Bournemouth. He is a young left back. He not in our plans this year, and we sent him out on loan to Hereford, who are in League 1. Hopefully he gets some good playing time there this season and can develop, as he looks like he has good potential. And then next up, another young player who we sent out on loan. This is Kevin Sheridan, who looks to be a promising young left-sided inside forward. He is an Irish under 21 international currently. Not sure which. I think he joined us from Bristol City. I'll have to double check. But we sent him out on loan to Northampton, who are in League 2. He joined us from Bristol City, cost us $120,000, but looks to be an absolute gem. And then next up, we have Niall Collier, who is a 23-year-old striker who joins us from Blackburn. Looks to be a very good advanced forward, good pace, 17 finishing, been fantastic for us in pre-season. He was a free transfer. Yep, he joined us from Blackburn. Got sent out a couple times on loan. Did very good down in the National League. Then he got chance in League 1, did solid there, and then he got chances in the Championship last year with Salford and did a decent job there. So he is going to be our backup. He's going to be our backup, but we'll definitely get plenty of playing time throughout the year. And then we have a loanee that we just signed 2 days ago. He is Angel Martinez, a 21-year-old Uruguayan right back. He looks to be a very good young player and will probably be our starter. Not going to be starting today's game, but it looks like he will probably be taking over that starting right back role this season. He got sent out on loan to some very good sides, Levante and La Liga, and then last year Nuremberg and the Bundesliga. So to have him join our club in the Championship is an absolute steal. And then, of course, we do have some players that have left the club. we have sold long-time serving goalkeeper Jonathan Flatt. He has been sold to the New York Red Bulls. He was going to be our 4th choice goalkeeper this year, so we moved him on to get some cash out of the deal. So he made 191 appearances for the Mariners, joined us all the way back in 2020 when we were in the National League, and was our starter all the way up until our championship. And I don't think I actually mentioned this last year, but he spent the last half of the season on loan at Everton in the Premier League last year, so that was awesome to see. We didn't get a lot of money for him, sold him for less than $14,000, but as mentioned, we just needed to get any kind of money out of the deal and get him off of our wage books. I already went over Sam Pope and Kevin Sheridan on loan, but Curtis McPartland has joined Shetland Ham on loan this upcoming season. Only featured for us 2 times in the league last year, got a couple cup matches as well, but he joins Shetland Ham, who are in League 1, and he should get plenty of game time for him this year, and perhaps get a call up to the Northern Ireland, perhaps, and aid his progression and development. And of course, there have been players that have been released by the club. Mitch Clark has been released. He spent 2 seasons here, making 40 appearances and getting 1 goal along the way. At 28 years old, he was already at his peak, and I was hoping to sign a better right back than him, and we were able to do that in the loan market this year. Wasn't able to find a better permanent solution, but Angel Martinez takes Mitch Clark's place. Carl Dickinson Sharman has been released after spending a few years with the club, making 58 appearances, getting 4 goals along the way. This was a tough decision for me. I loved his contribution while he was in the team. Had a couple major injuries that have hindered his development, and he could have probably been a much better player than what he is now, but he has already been picked up by Rotherham, who are in League 1, and I'm sure he's going to do a fantastic job for them. He starts out as a backup role for them, but I am sure he'll get plenty of game time for them. Ben Wagstaff has also been let go of the club. He has already been picked up by Hereford. He made 134 appearances for the Mariners, getting 17 goals for us after he joined us from Chelsea. Last year, we sent him out on loan to Lincoln, where he had a good year. Ben Wagstaff joined us back the tail end of our National League season, but he actually joined us after that season ended, so that doesn't really count. He joined us when we were in League 2, and he did a good job for us. He even made 31 appearances for us while we were in the championship, so I'm sure he's going to be a really good player for Hereford, who will likely struggle majorly in League 1. As you can see, they've gotten 3 back-to-back promotions, so I don't think they're going to have a League 1 caliber team, but we also have just joined up and have been their senior affiliate this year, so we got a couple players out on loan to them. Dan Woodman has left the club. He made 105 appearances, getting 19 goals for us along the way. Dan Woodman was a very solid attacking midfielder for us for a few good years. Last year, he did get sent out on loan to Macclesfield, which indicated that he was no longer in our future plans. I would love to see him get picked up by a club, but currently there is no interest. Yeah, he was a solid player for us, and I would love to see him get picked up. Then we do have a couple players that have left the club, some youth academy players. Davis Johns did make an appearance for the first team. I don't think anyone else was in that boat. So not much to report on for them, but I would love to see them get picked up by some clubs. Our youth academy is on the up and up. We did get Bob Foster last year in a youth intake. Look at that. He looks to be a solid young player. Has 3.5 potential for sure, and potentially 4.5 stars. So hopefully he can progress and challenge for our first team place. But that is all we have to report on the new players that have joined the club. We'll take a look at our preseason fixture list and see how we've gotten on. So we kicked off the preseason with a home match against Manchester City. Tough match where we ended up losing 5-1. Our goal came from a penalty kick from Luke O'Connell, but they just proved to be too strong for us at the end of the day. Then we had a pre-season training in Spain, so we had a couple of Spanish team fixtures. First one was against Real Irún. Definitely butchered that name, but that's what we're going with. It was a 4-0 victory for us. Cameron McGowan, Luke O'Connell, Jason Roach, and Niall Collier on the score sheet for us. Then we faced off against Toledo. Got a 4-0 victory over them. David Fletcher, Cameron McGowan, Ian Carlo Poveda, and Niall Collier on the score sheet for us once again. And then it was a big victory, 9-0 victory over Atletico Astorga. Niall Collier with 4 goals in that game. Carlo Poveda, Ashley Charles, Ben Fox, Luke O'Connell, and Jason Roach on the score sheets for us. Then it was a good matchup with Scottish Premiership team Hearts, and it was a 3-0 victory over them. Cameron McGowan, Tommy Doyle, and Tim Odesina on the score sheets for us. Then a 7-0 victory over local team Yarrow. Cameron McGowan, Dean Hunt with a hat trick, Jason Roach, Luke O'Connell, and Adam Good getting the goals for us. Then a 4-0 victory in the latest preseason game. It was a victory over Roos. David Fletcher, Jason Roach, Niall Collier, and Pavel Falta on the score sheet. Carlo Poveda getting sent off in the first half. Disappointed in that, but it was a great end to the preseason. Only one loss, and that was against Premier League giants Manchester City. So, how it is projected we'll finish this season, projected to finish all the way down in 19th place, but that's not what we're aiming for. We're aiming to get promoted this year. I feel like we can do it this season. Got a couple of good additions to the club. I would have liked to have added a new center back, but the choices that we had ended up choosing different teams. So our center back pairing will be the same this season. As you'll see, Mark Taylor has joined us on another season-long loan. He's basically a Mariner now. So our starting center back pairing for the season is Mark Taylor and Owanuga. Tim Odesina moves to a backup role on the bench. And another key piece to the team is Rosario Gasco joins us on another year-long loan. So this is the team who will be facing off against Norwich City today. McGowan is our starting striker. We're backing him. He has proved time and time again that he is good for the goals. So we didn't bring in another loanee to fill that role. McGowan is our striker, and he was actually in the top 5 for the top goal scorer odds on the year, so the media backs him as well. But here we are, we're underway. It is time to get the 3 points to kick off this season. Come on, you Mariners. Throwing now for the Mariners. Poveda on the ball finds David Fletcher. Actually, Charles on the ball now as we're looking to find a way through this Norwich team. Poveda plays it up to Hunt. Plays it into David Fletcher, who plays it over to Gasco. And he somehow is able to fire that into the bottom corner. And we open up the goal scoring here with Rosario Gasco. David Fletcher getting the assist in his debut. I do not know how he has found the net there, but that is what we want to see. That is what we needed from our team early on. And at corner now, Gasco fires it in, and Cameron McGowan opens up his goal scoring in the first game of the season. Rosario Gasco blasts that into the box there before anyone could react, but McGowan was there, and he has an easy head in. That is what we are here for, guys. Free kick now for Norwich. And, ooh, we survived there. That was dangerous. That could have fallen to anyone, but Mark Taylor clears it away. And we're not out of it yet, but finally they kick it over. That was dangerous from Norwich, but we survive. And halftime is coming up here, and we're holding on to a 2-0 lead. Is there going to be anything before halftime? No, there's not, and halftime is here with a 2-0 lead over Norwich City. Don't need to change anything, just need to continue to go out there and put in the hard work, and we will come out with the 3 points. But whatever we do, we cannot let off the gas. Free kick now, or corner kick now, and it's another goal off of a corner. Rosario Gasco again. This time he finds Carlo Poveda, and we now have a 3-goal advantage over Norwich City here at Carrow Road. Come on, Gasco's having a game and a half. We'll make a substitution. We're going to bring on Angel Martinez to have a run out in this game. He replaces Daley Campbell. Oh, another corner. Gasco whips it in, and it's another goal. Mark Taylor this time. That is 3 goals off of 3 corners. Unbelievable. I've never had that happen. Norwich City needs to put in some work on the training ground this week for some corners. That is for sure. Gonna make another substitution. We're gonna bring on Luke O'Connell for Carlo Poveda. And then final substitution will be Adam Good for David Fletcher, who had a solid game in his debut. The other corner, can we get another goal? We do. Are you serious? He hits the crossbar after the first attempt, but it falls right back to him, and McGowan gets his second of the day. That is 4 goals off of corners today. Incredible. You cannot have asked for a better opening day. Are we going to score again? Oh, it was so close to being a 5th goal off of a corner. They were struggling to clear that. And we're not content with just 5. We're looking for our 6th goal still. Barris plays it into McGowan, who's looking for a hat trick. He plays it back to Barris, but they block that one. But we win the ball right back from Uwaniga. And Lambert hasn't been mentioned at all, and that is what you want from your goalkeeper, is to not get mentioned. McGowan was so close to a hat trick there, and you would have put your money on him scoring, but the keeper saves it. We have a corner. Oh, and it's cleared off of the line. McGowan. Ah, so close to a hat trick once again. And it still could come here. Barris now. Can he whip it in? He does, and McGowan gets his hat trick. That was beautiful. Martinez with the switch of play to Barris, who crosses it in for the hat trick for McGowan. Incredible opening day to this season. Sees us put 6 past Norwich City. And there's still time to get a 7th goal. Can you believe it? Angel Martinez picks up an injury. That is not good. So we're going to see out the rest of the game here with 10 players, but that's alright. It's not actually alright. I'm really not happy that we had a player get injured. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. But the game is over, and we get 6 goals past Norwich City for a 6-0 win to kick off this season. Incredible opening day. Like, you honestly cannot have had a better game than that. Gasco and McGowan absolutely tore Norwich City apart. Gasco, a goal and 3 assists on the day. What a day in the office that was from him. And after that, we're surely going to be in first place. There is no way we cannot be in first place after that. And we are in first place. Bristol City, though, put 5 past their opposition. I'd assume they put 5 past. Nope, they also got 6 past, but they let in a goal. So we are top of the league. And guys, that is where this incredible opening episode to the season will come to an end. Be sure to smash that like button for this incredible game. And make sure you are subscribed and have that notification bell on, so you get notified when the next video comes out. Until next time, it's been your Boyd147.